So today we will be starting about route filtering. So what do you know about route filtering? What is route filtering? You can say it is a you can say process to allow or deny specific routes. Allow or deny specific routes when they are advertised when they are advertised to router or received. What do you mean by this statement? See, suppose I am having two routers. One router is over here, another router is over here. Okay, they are connected with each other. I am running some routing protocol. Let us consider I am running, sorry, not RIP. I can say I am running EIGRP. I am running EIGRP. Okay, so there are some routes over here, okay, in the LAN, and there are some routes over here in the LAN also. Okay, so I want that this my LAN interface. Whenever I put these two interfaces, this interface and this interface, I advertise in EIGRP. Both the routers become the neighbor, and they will have the or they will in the routing table they will have these routes. They will have these routes. Okay. So now what I want that this router 2, this router 1, this router 2 should not have the LAN routes of router 1. So what I can do, I can deny specific routes. What I can do, I can deny specific routes, okay, when they are advertised to the router or received. When they are advertised to the router or received. So what I can do, whenever I am advertising EIGRP, I can deny specific routes, or what I can do, I can go on router 2 and I can say whenever you are receiving any routes from router 1, you have to deny specific routes. Okay, so this is something route filtering. This is something known as route filtering. I am filtering some types of routes. I am filtering some types of routes. Now, why do you need this route filtering? Why do you need this route filtering? You can say if you want to advertise only specific network, or you can say advertise specific routes. If you want to advertise only specific routes to the neighbors. Okay. Now, if I give you one example about this, so suppose I want to advertise a specific route. So we'll see some examples. Okay, when we'll be learning in depth about route filtering. Okay. The second reason why do we need route filtering methods is you can say if you want to just redistribute some specific routes, whenever I'm running two routing protocols, okay, and I want that my full routes should not go to the other routing protocol, only specific routes should be seen by other routing protocol, then I can use this type of route filtering. The third one is you can say preventing redistribution loops, preventing redistribution loops. So we need route filtering when we want to advertise specific routes to the neighbor, or specific routes to the neighbor, or redistribute specific routes, or preventing redistribution loops. Okay, understood? Now, what are the route filtering methods? What are the types of route filtering methods? Types. The first one is passive interface. Passive interface. If I take an example of passive interface, suppose I am having multiple routers. Suppose I am having multiple routers over here connected. Just a second. This is one router over here. This is another router over here. This is another router over here. This is another router. This is one router. Okay, this router is connected with this. This is connected with this. This is connected with this. These are connected with these. Now suppose here I am running 10 dot network. 10 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. Okay. Here I am here I am running 10 dot 0 dot 16, suppose, slash 30. Here I am running 10 dot network. 10 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 slash 30. Okay. Now here I am running RIP, and here I'm not running any routing protocol. On this interface I'm running RIP. So if you remember, if you know RIP routing protocol, whenever we used to advertise any routing, any network, we used to write network and the 10.0.0.0. Okay. Now I want this router should only give this 10 dot network. So if I give this command in RIP, see, RIP does not allow you to give any wildcard bits. Okay, RIP does not allow you to give any wildcard bits. So whenever I advertise this in RIP, then what it will do? It will advertise all the networks that are starting with 10, all the networks that are having that are starting with 10. So it will advertise this interface also. It will advertise this interface also. I don't want to advertise this network, you can say. Okay, I don't want to advertise this network. I just want to advertise this network. Okay, 10 dot. So what I can do, I can write this network command and I can give a simple command as passive interface. I can make this interface as passive. Whenever I make this interface as passive, it will disable sending updates out from a specific interface. Okay, whenever I make a specific interface as you can say passive, it will not send updates. It will not send updates. Or in the case of EIGRP and OSPF, you can say it will not send hello packets. It will not send hello packets. Okay, it will not send hello packets. Understood? Passive interface. So whenever I give it will any interface as passive interface, it will not send any updates. Whether this router is running RIP, okay, this router is also running RIP, then this interface will not send any update of RIP. Okay, just it can receive the updates, but it will not send any updates. Means the neighborship will be down. The neighborship will be down. Understood? So passive interface is something, if you make any interface as passive, that interface will not send any updates, or in the case of EIGRP or OSPF, it will not send hello packets. The neighborship will be down. The neighborship will be down in the case of EIGRP, OSPF, and RIP, any routing protocol you can say. So passive interface, if you want that my this this interface should not send any updates, then you can just make that interface as passive interface. Understood? It should not advertise. So it is something you can say, it is a route filtering method. Okay, so route filtering methods are, you can say, uh, it will decrease, it will not, it will decrease the routing table, it will decrease the routing table of the other side, it will decrease the routing table of the other side. So the next one is distribution list, you can say. The next one is distribution list. Distribution list. Distribution list is something, you can say, it works with access list. Okay, so we will be seeing in detail about distribution list. Then you have something known as prefix list. Okay, prefix list is also like, it is something like access list only. Okay, but it also looks for subnets. Okay, it also looks for subnets, so we will be learning about this thing also in detail. The last one is route map. Route map is something, you can say, if and else statement. If you know programming language, you will be knowing if else statement. So route map is something if else statement to select the route. Okay, so select a specific route. So if I give you more points about route filtering, okay, so you can say you might need to, control exactly which routes to be advertised or redistributed. When you want to control, when you need to control exactly which routes to be advertised or redistributed, okay, or you can say which path to be chosen, okay, which path to be chosen. You can advertise only specific routes to the neighbor, specific routes to the neighbor, okay, or else you can redistribute the specific routes also, redistribute the specific routes also to the neighbor, or you can say you can do path manipulations also, path manipulation, manipulation of some specific routes. So you can select alternate path also, okay, for your routes. You can change the metric. We will be seeing these all things, don't worry. Change the metric or metric type for specific routes. So you can do these all things when you are using route filtering. Okay, with BGP also you can, in IGP you can change the AD value also, administrative administrative distance for specific routes. You can change the AD value also for specific routes. You can use it with BGP also. With BGP also, okay, with BGP also, when you want to suppose you are connected with a router to the ISP. This is our router, and this is connected with the ISP's router. Okay, this is my ISP's router. Now I want to control routes to be advertised to the ISP. I want that some specific routes should not get advertised to the ISPs, and not all the routes should be advertised from the ISP. I want only some specific routes from the ISP. So I can do this thing in BGP also. You can use it with BGP also. Also, you can do something known as policy based routing. Okay, so we will be learning about these all things. Okay, so one by one we will see as first types of how all the types of route filtering works. Okay, so first of all, I have informed you about passive interface. Okay, I have given you about the passive interface. Okay, so passive interface, you can say it is used. It is a command used in all the routing protocols. You can say to disable the send to say disable sending updates out from a specific interface. Okay, now we will see a practical about this. So what we will do, we will see a small lab about this. So what we will do, we will go. This is our. I will take this three R1, R2, and R3 only. Don't see R4 and R5. I will only take R1, R2, and R3. Okay. See, policy based routing is same. Okay, as I told you, policy based routing is also route filtering. It is also a route filtering type, you can say. Okay, so we will be learning policy based routing also that day. Don't worry. In our further lectures, we will be learning policy based routing also. So now what I will do, I will advertise these all routers in any of the routing protocol. We can say we will advertise in RIP. Okay, so what I will do, I will go, my basic IP configuration is there. So what I will do, I will say router RIP, and I will say network 10 dot network, then 11 dot network, my loopback, and then WAN network 1 dot network. Okay, I have advertised all the networks of R1. Now I will go on R2 and I will advertise this on inside the RIP. Then I will say router RIP network. I am having 2 dot network. I am having 1 dot network, and I am having 20 dot network. Okay.
Loopback?
Yeah, sorry, loopback also. 12 dot network also. 12 dot network. Okay. Show IP route. Yeah, I am getting 10 dot network, 11 dot network. Okay. Now I will go on R3 and I will advertise all the things. I will advertise router, RIP, network, 2 dot network. Then I will advertise 30 dot network. Then I will say 13 dot network. So there is no need to advertise a 3 dot network because it is connected to R4. Okay. So if I go over here and if I say show IP route, if I want to see the specific routes, I can give show IP route RIP. I will get all the rip routes. So I am getting one dot network which is of R1, 20 dot, 10 dot, 11 dot, 12 dot. Okay. Similarly, if I go over here, I will be getting routes. To IP route rip, I will be getting all the routes. Okay, I am getting all the routes. Okay. Now, oh, I think so. I've made some mistake while advertising this. Okay, I will go on all routers. I will say no auto summary, no auto summary. It is giving me summary routes. I don't want summary routes. Router ref, no auto summary. Okay. Now if I see, still it is giving me the summary routes. See, now I am getting all the routes on R1. Okay, I am getting the 13 dot network, 12 dot network, 11 dot network is my connected network. Okay, so show IP route rip. Over here also I am getting 13 dot network, then I am getting 11 dot network. All the networks that are there in 13 dot and 11 dot. Okay, now my task is I will configure this S3 by 1 interface. It should not facing the R2. It should not it I will configure this interface as passive interface. I will configure this interface as passive interface. Okay, so when I will configure this interface as passive interface, my R2 will not get these routes. My R2 will not get these routes. Okay, my R2 will not get these routes. I will be receiving on R3, I will be receiving 20 dot network. Okay, but my R2 will not get these routes. Okay, so let us verify. I will go on R3 and I will say uh, interface serial 3/1. Okay, then I will go inside the router ref. Sorry, I don't have to go inside the interface. I have to go inside the router ref and I have to say passive interface serial 3/1. Okay, then I have to say clear IP route star. I'm clearing the routing table. Okay, same command I will go and give over here. Clear IP route star. Okay, now I will verify my routing table over here. See, I'm getting 20 dot network. Also, I'm getting 11 dot network. So I should not get 11 dot network. Check over here. See, over here I'm not getting the 13 dot network. See what I told you, passive interface will receive the update, but it will not send any update. It will not send any update. So here I'm not receiving 13 dot network or any 30 dot network. Okay, here I'm not receiving any 30 dot network or 13 dot network. I will go over here and if I go and remove the passive interface, router ref, no passive interface, then if I verify again over here on R2, okay, here. Here IP route. Okay. See, now I am getting the 13 dot network as well as 30 dot network. Okay, and over here in R3, if I will go, okay, the routing table will be same as it is. It will take the updates, but it will not send any updates. Now, if the same thing, if I go and if I verify with EIGRP, okay, so in EIGRP, what you can do, in EIGRP, you can give it by two ways. Okay, so in EIGRP, either you can give it by, you can say you have something known as wildcard bits. Okay, so if you want to only specifically allow some routes, then what you can do, you can just allow the specific routes with the help of the wildcard bits. Okay, because each subnets will be interface of the router will be having different network. Okay, so what you can do, the subnets will be different, so you can just add the subnet value, but we are not looking at the subnet value over here. So what I will do, I will give router EIGRP 100. Suppose I will advertise network 2 dot network 0 dot 0 0 dot 255.255.255. Okay, so what I will do, I will not use the this thing. I will just use my passive interface command. So I'm on R3 30 dot network, also 13 dot network. So in EIGRP, I can do it by both the ways. Either I can use the wildcard bits or I cannot use the wildcard bits. So what I will do, I will remove RIP from here. No router RIP. I will say router EIGRP. Router EIGRP 100. Then I will say network 20 dot network 2 dot network 1 dot network. See, I got a neighborship. I formed a neighborship. 1 dot network 12 dot network. Okay, I will say no auto summary. No auto summary. Over here also I will say no auto summary. I will go on R1 and I will remove the RIP configuration. No router RIP. I will say router EIGRP 100 and I will say network 10 dot network 1 dot network. I will say 11 dot network. I formed a neighborship, and if I verify the routing table, show IP route EIGRP. See, I'm
No
getting all
auto
the routes.
summary.
Sorry, Dade?
Okay, I thought you didn't put no auto summary on it. Router one.
Okay, I have not put out a summary over here. Okay, no issues, I will put it. So see, 2 dot network, 20 dot network, 12 dot network, 13 dot and 30 dot. So I will put no auto summary over here also. No auto summary. Okay. Now, if I go over here on R2 and verify the routing table, show IP route EIGRP. See, I'm getting 11 dot network, 13 dot network, 30 dot network, 10 dot network. Okay. Now, what I will do, I will make this interface as my passive interface of R3, the same. Okay, the command is same. Okay, just you have to go inside the EIGRP and you have to make the see the output now and see the output after I make the router EIGRP 100 and I say passive interface S3 by 1. See my neighborship. See my neighborship is down. My neighborship is down with R2. So if the neighborship is down, it will not send any updates. It will not send any updates. EIGRP. See, I don't have any routing table. If I go over here, see, I am only getting 11 dot routes. So if you specifically want that allow those routes and deny those routes, then you have to use distribution list. Okay, you have to use distribution list. But if you make any interface as passive interface, it will not send any hello packets. It will not form any neighborship with the routers. Understood? You can see in the routing table, R1 and R2 will be having the neighborship. If you go over here on R1 and if you give show IP route EIGRP, I can just see the R2's network. I cannot see R3's network because R3 is not sending any hello packets. If it will not send any hello packets, it will be not having any routes. It will be not having any routes in the routing table. Okay, so if I go again on R3 and if I say no passive interface, now I will be getting all the routes. See, my neighborship came up again. See, now I am getting all the routes again. So if you want that specific route should not get advertised in any of the routing table, you can use passive interface. You can use passive interface. Understood? I gave you an example where I was having 10 dot network on both the sides. Okay, but if I give 10 dot network, if I advertise 10 dot network, it will advertise this side 10 dot network also. But I want this 10 dot network should be excluded. So what I will do, I will make this interface as passive interface. So my this 10 dot network will not get advertised to R4, only this 10 dot network will get advertised to R2. Okay, suppose if when you need a passive interface, whenever you are running any routing protocol and you want that specific routes should not get advertised to the router. Okay, there will be some scenario in that scenarios you will be uh, needing that my specific routes should not get advertised to other routers, then in that scenario you will be using passive interface. Any doubt in passive interface?
Yeah, one question. But
Yeah.
basically, like for EIGRP or OSPF, passive interface is not a good solution, right? Because basically R3 is like out of the network, or
Yes.
like you're
So
just
what you can do over here in R3, what you can do, see, in EIGRP and OSPF, what you will be needing that my LAN interface should be passive. My LAN interface should not get advertised. Okay. So my LAN interface should not send hello packets to my router. Okay. So my LAN interface will not send any hello packets or my router will not send any hello packets. There is no use to send any hello packets to my LAN. See, I'm having a LAN network over
right.
here. What the what my EIGRP will do? He will send hello packets to all the neighbors. He will send over here also. He will send over here also. Here also. Now there is no need to send hello packets over here because I will not get any reply from here. I will not get any networks reply from here. So in EIGRP and OSPF, you can use passive interface command in your LAN. Understood? You can use passive interface command in your LAN. On this interface, you can say passive interface F0 by 0 you can say. So it will not, this router will not send any hello packets over here. Okay, understood? See, it will send these 30 dot network to other routers, but it will not send hello packets over here. So routing overhead, the work of router will be decreased. The routing overhead will be decreased. Okay, routers will not have to look for the send all the updates to all the interfaces. Okay, so whenever I want that my specific interface should not get any updates, in EIGRP or OSPF, then I can make that interface as passive interface. Understood now? What is the use of passive interface in in EIGRP and OSPF?
Yes.
Got it? So the same thing I can do in OSPF also. Okay, I can advertise this in area, any of the area, and what I can do, I can make this as passive interface, and this my EIG, my this what you will say, this R3 will not advertise, not send any hello packets to any other router. Okay, same I can do for LAN network also. So usually in production network, we do not use for WAN connectivity. We use for LAN connections. If we are running EIGRP or OSPF, we use it for LAN users, so that my routing overhead get decreased.
So sorry, Kayum. So these types of route filtering, are they not? They sound like attributes, BGP attributes. Am I correct or I'm just?
Sorry, I didn't got you. Come again.
I'm just saying that they all sound like attributes in BGP.
In BGP,
Yes,
so
I'm
BGP
saying
is
the BGP
completely different. If you
attributes.
want to do anything in BGP, okay, the commands will be different. Okay, so you cannot
I
do
know. Yeah,
passive interface in BGP. So when we'll be learning
okay.
BGP, I will be explaining you all these things. Don't worry.
I just wanted to. Yeah, they sound similar. So,
I'll
okay.
be explaining you all the things. Don't worry. Whenever, so now I am just telling you about EIGRP and OSPF. Okay, so we have seen about EIGRP and OSPF. OSPF is the same, command is the same, just you will be also getting the output as the same. So I will go on R3 and I will say now I'm getting all the routes. On R2 also I'm getting all the routes. I've removed. Okay, I'm getting all the routes. Now on R3 what I will say, config terminal router EIGRP 100, I will say passive interface fast ethernet 0/0. Okay, see, my 30 dot network is being advertised to other routers, but it will not send hello packets on my LAN network. Okay, if I give show IP route, 30 dot network is my directly connected fast ethernet 0
And there
slash
is a
0.
command called passive interface default or something to
Yes,
block all.
yes, yes. So the command is something if you want to block all the other interface and you just want to give some specific routes. Okay, so you can use a command known as passive interface default. Okay, so it will block all other things and it will just give you the specific routes. Okay, so what you can do over here, suppose if I want that I want some specific routes, my this interface should be mm, you can say this S1 by, or you can say I will, what I will do, I will remove this uh, I will remove this thing and I will give the command. Suppose I want my LAN interface will be my passive interface and other interfaces connected will be my not passive interface. Okay, so what I can do, I can give a command passive interface default
Just passive interface.
passive interface default, and what I want, I want my S1 by 3, sorry, S3 by 1 should not be a passive interface. This should not be a passive interface. Okay. So what I will do, I will say no passive interface S3 by 1. Okay. What I said, no passive interface S3 by 1. So if I go over here and if I verify my routing table, I will be getting 13 dot routes. Okay, I will be getting 13 dot routes. So I should not get, I should get the 30 dot routes also. Okay.
Yeah, this command is good when we have like layer 3 switch or something.
Yes.
Just do it and then on the WAN interface,
Yes.
remove the
If
WAN
you
interface.
want that your you can say the passive interfaces that you want to make are more than the non-passive interfaces, then you can use these command. You can use this command. You want that my only specific interface should not be passive and all the other interface should be passive, then you can use this command, passive interface default. Okay, and then you can say no passive interface S3 by 1. I am saying this interface should not be passive, rest all other interface should be passive interface. Okay, so what I will do to verify, I will go on R4, I will take the console of R4 and I will advertise the R4 also in EIGRP. Okay, I will say config terminal router EIGRP 100. I will say network 40 dot network, 14 dot network, and I will say 3 dot network, 3 dot network, no auto summary. Okay, then I will come on R3 and I will advertise 3 dot network. I will say router EIGRP 100. I will say network 3 dot. See, it is not forming the neighborship. It is not forming the neighborship with R4. I have advertised 3 dot network here also. I have advertised 3 dot network here also. But it is not forming the neighborship. So if I go show IP route, see, I'm not getting 14 dot network over here. I'm not getting 14 dot network over here. See, I'm only getting 12 dot, which is not my passive interface. Okay. If I go over here, see, got it? Now if I remove my that command and if I verify router EIGRP 100, I will say no. See, my neighborship came up. My neighborship came up with my other router. So IP route EIGRP. See, now I am getting 14 dot routes also and 40 dot routes also. 40 dot routes also. See, 14 dot routes also and 40 dot routes also. So what I did, I gave only one command that my all the other interfaces that are connected to R3, okay, will be passive. Just my S3 by 1 will not be passive. It can send updates. Okay, so this is very useful command whenever you are whenever your passive interfaces are more and non-passive interfaces are less in numbers. Understood? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the next thing that we have studied, this is we have studied passive interface. The next thing is distribution list. What is distribution list? You can say distribution list is used to control routing updates. Routing updates. Either the routing updates are coming to your router or leaving from your router. Routing updates, whatever the routing updates are there, you will be controlling those routing updates. Okay, understood. And this is the easiest way of you can say route filtering. This is the easiest way of route filtering. So what you will do, you will give some networks that these networks should not be advertised. Specific networks should not be advertised on the router, should not be advertised on the router, on the other router. Okay, so you can use an access list, or you can use, you can say, route map or prefix list to permit or deny the routes. So we will see the practical of this also. So suppose I'm having, if I give you an example, suppose I'm having some router over here. Okay, one router is connected and my LAN is connected. Here I'm using 10 dot network. Okay, it is connected via WAN. Here also my some 192 dot network is there. Okay, here my 172 dot network is there. Okay, so suppose these two routers are neighbors. Now I want that this 10 dot routes should not be advertised on this router. This is my router 1, this is my router 2. So 10 dot network should not get advertised on R2. So what I can do, I can make a distribution list. I can use a distribution list. I can permit only specific routes. I can only permit specific routes. Okay, so we will see the practical of this also. So let us consider the same example. So what I will do, I will advertise all the networks in EIGRP. I'm already having advertisements in EIGRP. Okay, so I can ping 40 dot network, ping 14 dot network, okay, 14.0.0.1. Okay, so I am reachable from R1 to R4. Okay, so what I will do, I will I have already advertisement all the things in this thing. Now what I will do, I will configure R3 that will deny 13 dot loopbacks. Okay, whatever my 13 dot loopbacks are there, if I go and if I say show IP interface brief, these 13 dot loopbacks, okay, to advertise I will deny that these 13 dot networks should not get advertised to R2. Now I am getting 13 dot networks in R2. Yes, I am getting 13 dot networks in R2. So what I will do, I will give a distribution. I will create an access list on R3. What I will say, access list, what I have to deny, I have to deny, sorry, I have to give the number, access list number 1. I will say deny 13 dot network. 13 dot network. Okay, I have created an access list that deny 13 dot network, and as the rule of access list, I have to give permit statement, or else it will deny all other routes also. Permit any. Okay, then what I will do, I will go inside the router EIGRP, router EIGRP 100, and I will say one command, distribute list 1. Go to the distribute list 1. Okay, and where I don't want to advertise, on which interface I don't want to advertise, on which interface I don't want to advertise. I want that R2 should not get my 13 dot network. So what I will do, I will say S going out from S3 by 1. See what I am saying, distribute list, use the distribute list 1 coming inside or going outside. So what I will say, going outside from this router to S3 by 1. going outside from this router to S3 by 1. Got it? Now I've done this thing. Now what I will do, I will give a command clear IP route star. See, I got an update resync. Okay, now I will go on R2 also and I will say clear IP route star. So I should not get the 13 dot network over here. Have I made any mistake over here? Okay, I'm not getting the 13 dot routes. Also, I'm not getting 14 dot routes. It should not happen. I should not get only specific routes. Okay, let me do this in another way. So what I will do, I will just remove two networks. These are my loopback interfaces, if you remember. Okay, so what I will do, I will just remove this 13.0.1 and 1.1. Okay, so 13.0.0 network and 1.0 network. I will just remove these two. Let me check. So now on R2, I should get all the routes. I'm getting all the routes. I will go and I will say access list 1 deny 13.0.0.0 0.255.
Sir, you didn't give permit any, sir.
Already the permit any statement is there, I think so. Okay.
So, but
Yes,
if I
I forgot.
the order is changed.
Access list 1 permit any. Permit any.
You're taking it as /8, no? When you put 25525.
Yes, sir. Your subnet mask, wildcard
See,
mask is wrong,
Yes.
but that's okay.
see, I didn't got the whole 13 dot network. My wildcard bits are wrong. Okay. the wildcard bits that I've written are wrong. Actually, I'm getting confused because I have advertised them as 24, I think so. Correct?
24. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was
Yes,
the
sir.
permit any statement that was doing.
So I will just give, I will remove this access list, this
Okay.
access list, and I will just say access list 1 deny 13.0 13.0.0.0 0.0.0.255
Okay.
and 1 dot. Okay, then access list 1 permit any. Okay, then I will go over here and I will say clear IP routes star. See over here in the routing table, before I was getting this 1 dot and 3 dot network. Now I am not getting on R2 this 1 dot and 3 dot, 13.1 and 13.1 dot network and 0 dot network. Got it? So if you want that it should not allow, now if I go on R4 and if I give to IP route EIGRP, here I am getting all the routes. Here I am getting all the routes. See, 1 dot network also I am getting and 13 dot network also I am getting. If I give clear IP route star, then also I will be getting all the routes. See, I am getting all the routes over here. But when I go on R2, because I have configured a command that I have given an access list, if I go over here, and if I see the command, I have created an access list.
Yeah.
Okay, I am on
Top
R2.
somewhere.
Show run. I was checking on R2. I have created it on R3. See, I have created an access list that deny these two networks. Okay, deny these two networks, and I have said in EIGRP distribute list 1 out going outside interface 3/1. Going outside the interface 3/1. If I want that R4 also should not get this, then I will give one more command 100. I will say what is the interface that is connected to R4 3/2. Now I'm not getting 1 and 0 network, 13.1.0 and 13.0.0 network were R4 also. Understood?
Yeah.
What is the use of distribution list?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now I can do the same thing on R2's interface also. See, I can do the same thing in R2's interface also. What I told you, I have two commands. So what I will do on R2's interface, I will create one access list. I will say access list 2. I will say deny 13.0.0. Or I can say 3.0. I have created 13.0.0 3.0. Okay, and I will say I will go in router EIGRP 100 and I will say distribute
Permit any, sir, again.
permit any. Okay, distribute list to. Then I will say, see, I am having two options. So I will say in. I should
Inbound.
not get updates from 13.0.3.0. In which interface? 3/1.
3.1.
3/1. Okay. Distribute list to in interface 3/1. I will go and I will say permit access list to permit any. See, I will not get the 13.network also now. 3.network also. 13.0.3.network also. Okay, so I can do it for specific routes. I can do it for specific routes. See, you can use the access list in any way. If you want that only some specific routes should be permitted, then you can allow that specific routes only. Okay, so what I will do on R2, I will create one more access list for router 1's interface. Okay, so what I will say, access list 3 permit, I will say permit 10.network only. Permit 10.network only. Okay. Now I will go inside the router EIGRP. So permit, I don't have to give any other statement. If I give permit statement, by default all the other statements will be denied. Okay. Now my distribute interface will be 3/0. 3/0. Okay. I will say over here 3. Clear IP route star. I will go on R1 and I will say clear IP route star. This is the best practice to give this command. Okay, it comes up, but this is the best practice. You have to always give this command. If I go, I will not get 11.network over here. I will only get 10.network. See, I have permitted only 10.network. I have permitted only 10.network over here. Understood? So you can use the access list as per your requirement. What is your requirement? You can give your requirement and you can use the access list as per your requirement. What all you need in your production network, you can use the access list as per your requirement. Got it?
Yeah.
Any doubt in distribution list?
No, sir.
So the same thing can be done in OSPF also. Okay, the commands are same. You can practice in an OSPF, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, I've shown you for EIGRP. Okay, so you can practice it for OSPF, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Understood? See, you can do it for redistribution also. If you are using two routing protocols, you can do it for redistribution also. Understood? So you can practice in different scenarios, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay?
Okay.
Will there be change in the redistribution command like we have to do?
See, other routes, other routing protocols will not give any commands. You will not get any routes from that routing protocols. The commands will be same.
Same, right?
Yes.
You just go to the correct like
Interface. You have
either
to select the correct interface. Suppose over
Interface
here
and
I'm running.
whether you're doing it for OSPF or EIGRP, right?
Yes, if I am running over here EIGRP, sorry, RIP, I am running over here RIP. Okay, this is my 11 dot network that is in RIP. So I have to do something that I should not get on R2. I should not get this 11 dot network. So what I have to do, I will perform redistribution over here. On this router, I will perform redistribution. So once I perform redistribution, I will go on this router. I will say router EIGRP. I will create one access list on this router that deny 11 dot network, whichever network you want, 11 dot network. If you want the full network 11 dot, then you can access the full network. If you want only specific network 0 dot network or 1 dot network, then you can say 0 dot and 1 dot access list. You can create the access list and then you can say distribute list 1 coming inside the interface, coming inside the interface. So you will not get the 11 dot routes in your routing table over here. Understood?
But then we go into router EIGRP 100 or router RIP,
Here you are
since
running
we are
EIGRP
redistributing
only.
EIGRP, right? Yeah.
Yes. See, this router is running both the routing protocols. But where you want this router will by default have both the routing protocol. It is running both the routing protocols. So it will by default have both the you can say routes. It will have 1 dot network also, 10 dot network also, and 11 dot network also. So you cannot remove from this router. If you want that whatever networks are redistributed from RIP, I don't want on this router. It should not get advertised on this router. Then I can go in router EIGRP and I can just give the same command. Understood? Hello?
Yes, understood.
Doubt? Okay.
No.
So we have seen. So now what I will do, I will remove all the access list. No access list. Okay. Any other access list that I've created? No access list. So over here I will remove all the access list. Show access list. Show access list. Okay, there is no access list. I have got all the routes. Neighborship is synced, resynced. Okay, you can see over here show access list. Show access list, no access list. Okay, show IP route EIGRP. I will be getting all the routes 13 dot 11 dot. Over here also I will be getting all the routes. Show IP route. I'm getting all the routes 13 dot 12 dot 14 dot 11 dot. Okay, now my configuration is now normal. Now the next thing is prefix list. What is prefix list? What do you mean by prefix list? See, you can match routes using prefix list. What you can do? You can match routes using prefix list. You can say as I told you, access list also can deny or permit some routes. Okay, so in prefix list also you can deny or permit specific routes. Now, what is the use of access list? What is the use of prefix list when we have access list? So if you remember, when we were using access list, either it will see the source or it will see source and destination both. If it is using standard access list, it will just see the source. If it is using extended, it will see the source and destination both. Now, suppose I want my some specific routes. Now, what is the difference between access list and prefix list? So, if you give a source IP address or a source network, so the whole network will get blocked. The whole network will get blocked. Or if you give a specific source, the source will be blocked. Okay, but in prefix list, what you can do, you can use wildcard bits. You can use wildcard bits. What you can use? See, it works same as standard access list only, but it looks at the source but with wildcard bits. Source with wildcard bits. But over here in access list, it does not look for wildcard bits. It just block all the things. It just block all the things. Wildcard bits means the slash values. If anything is subnetted, then it will look for all these things. Suppose if you over here, if you give 192.168 one dot network, okay, 192.168 one dot network should be blocked. Slash value is something, I will say 27. Slash value is 27. So my access list will not look with for this slash value. It will block complete one dot network. It will block complete one dot network. Complete one dot network means all the one dot networks, all the subnets in the one dot network. But when I go in prefix list, it will look for the prefix value slash 27. So when I'm doing slash 27, then what is my one dot network? How it is divided into how many subnets? Slash 27. 3 bits are on. What will be the value? 224. 224 will be the value. 224 means 32. So it looks at the slash values also. It looks at the slash values also. How you can give the slash values? How you can use the slash values over here in the prefix list? So what you can do in the prefix list, see, if I give a network that is 10 dot network, suppose 10 dot network, and the value is slash 8. So what is the mask? It will block me. It will block whole 10 dot network. The network which is starting with 10 and it is having x dot x dot x. Any network, it will block any network, whether it is 10 dot 1 dot network, whether it is 10 dot 16 dot network, any network it will block in access list. But what you can do in prefix list, you can give a command 10 dot network slash 8, which will be greater than or equal to 9. Greater than or equal to 9. Block what I've given, block 10 dot network, block 10 dot network, which will be having greater than or equal to the slash value as 9. So it will just only block or permit. Suppose if you give over here permit 10 dot network slash 8 greater than equal to 9, it will block all other networks. It will block all other networks. Or you can give in this way also. greater than equal to 9, or you can say greater than equal to 24, or less than equal to 24. Okay, so it is matching the default route. It is matching the routes. See, it is matching the this thing, slash values. These are the slash values. Permit 10 dot network, or you can say deny 10 dot network slash 8 greater than or equal to 24, leaving greater than or equal to 24 or less than equal to 24. Okay, so you can give either this command, or you can say you can give 10.0.0.0 deny 10.0.0.0 slash 8 less than equal to 28. So these are some commands that you can give in prefix list. In prefix list, you can match particular subnet. If you want my some subnets should not be blocked, okay, so I can give this subnet examples as per my requirement. As per my requirement. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So we will see some examples about this prefix list. Let me go to this. Now what we will do, we will take the same example. We will block these two networks. We'll block these two networks. Okay. We'll block these two networks in the prefix list. I will use the prefix list, and also I will use redistribute prefix list. Okay, so that I will be uh, using the same concept as distribute list. What I will do, I will deny loopbacks, these two loopbacks network from advertising to R2. Okay, I will deny these two loopbacks from getting advertised to R2. Okay, understood? So I will go on my console on R3. I'm not having any list, anything. I'm getting all the routes I have shown you. I'm getting all the routes from all routers. So now I will go on R2 and verify. I'm getting all the routes. I'm getting 13 dot routes. Okay, now I will go on R2 and I will say the command is IP prefix list. Okay, prefix list, any name I can create. Suppose I give CCNP. Then I will say what I have to do. I have to deny. I have to deny. Deny what? I have to deny 13.0.0.0 0.0.0.255.
Hmm?
Correct? Okay.
Yes, it will do. No.
I have to use some slash value. I will use the slash value as 24. One dot network slash 24. So I have said this, I should not get these two routes. Okay. And I will say, I have to say a permit statement also over here, same as the access list. will say CCNP permit 0.0.0.0/32, or you can say 0.0.0.0/0. I'm saying all other routes should be allowed, less than equal to 32. All other routes that are less than equal to 32 should be allowed. Okay, I've created an access prefix list. Now what I will do, I will go inside the router EIGRP 100 and I will say distribute list. Okay, prefix CCNP, and I have to say from going out. See, going out the interface S3/1. Access list filter exists. Deconfig first. Do show access list. Show access list. What is the access? I'm not having any access list.
Prefix list.
Hmm? Clear IP route star. Clear IP route star.
You there? Come.
Yeah, they are there
Come.
because it has given me access list filter exists. Deconfig first. Okay. I got it. Router EIGRP. If you remember, to show run, we have made a distribute list on the inside the router EIGRP. We have not removed the distribute list from the router. See this thing. We have not removed these two things. So I have to remove these two things first. I will say router EIGRP 100. No. I will say to show run.
Mhm.
I've removed all the things. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go. I'm inside the this thing. This was my command. I've given the command. I will say clear IP route star. Go on R2. I will say clear IP route star. So see over here. I'm not getting the specific routes. All the other routes I'm getting. Okay. All the other routes I'm getting. I'm not getting the all other routes I can see all routes. Understood? If you want to see show IP prefix list. See, okay, so I can specify as per my requirements. What I can do, what I will do, I will remove this statement. I will remove this statement, permit statement.
We didn't add that, right? Or did we?
Sorry,
We added that statement.
yes, we added this.
Okay.
This was the statement. So I will remove this statement and I will configure a new statement. I will say permit less than equal to 8, less than equal to 8. See, now my 13 dot network, whole 13 dot network went, because what I said, I want only that is less than equal to 8. Less than equal to 8 are my /8. If you see, they are my only 30 dot network and 2 dot network and 3 dot network. See, these are my /8. So I will be getting only /8 outputs. Okay, from this interface that is connected to R3. Understood? My whole 13 dot network went away. So in this thing, you can do as per your requirement, whatever requirement do you have, you can configure all the things as per your requirements. Understood? So this is something prefix list. Now if I go over here and if I see prefix list, what I give, permit all other routes. This statement you have to give in prefix list. Permit all other routes which are having less than or equal to /8 value, which are having less than or equal to /8 value. Understood? I have given deny these things and permit all others which are having less than or equal to /8. Got it? Understood?
Yeah.
Prefix list.
Yeah. So, like access list, we need a permit statement, the final statement at the bottom.
Yeah, you have the thing is same. You have to give the permit statement at bottom only. So if you give the permit statement at up, all the statements, the first it will go in the sequence. See, it has also sequence number 5,
No, no, I
10,
mean
15.
like access list. Is this prefix list also like deny by default?
Yes,
Like deny or okay.
yes.
Okay.
If I don't give, if
So
I
we can just
remove,
give permit any also, right? The last statement.
this is permit any statement only.
Yeah, yeah. Like we can put like any. We can write any also, right?
No, in prefix list you have to give this statement.
0/0/0. Okay.
Yes. See, if I go over here and if I say IP prefix list ECNP permit, what is it asking me? IP prefix network length. So I can give a specific network also. Okay. So what I did, I gave a default route. I gave default, all the default networks, all the networks, match all the networks having whatever subnet mask, match all the other networks having whatever subnet mask less than equal to 8, less than equal to 8. This is not there in access list, this option, less than or equal to, or we cannot allow specific subnets. So this is something prefix list. Understood?
Yes.
Anyone else? Any doubt? Varun, Ayan, Hari, Dade? Arjun, Tushar.
No, sir.
Okay, so this is something uh, we have seen about route filtering. What we have seen, so we will see the next things, route maps, in our next lecture. Why it got hanged?